Dog training classes at Jagger's Doggy Daycare through Jim Statz of All-American Canine Academy features real-world training in real-world environments, such as TSC, Rural King, and a local hospital. Recently, Jim took a group to one of the local hospitals, and we asked him about the process of doing that and what he was looking for.
Well, we've all seen dogs in the grocery store that are labeled service dogs and therapy dogs and emotional support animals. Those dogs are there oftentimes without the proper training. The proper training includes training in a real-world environment where the noises are happening, where wheelchairs are moving, walkers are moving, ice machines are dropping.
A lot of distractions.
A lot of distractions. And you can have a dog that's perfectly behaved in your home or in an enclosed training environment that does perfect every time. But when you get in the real world, those distractions become overly consuming for the animal. Mm-hmm. So starting in our level 2 class, we start training in real world environments so that those dogs are prepared to go into those environments when they are qualified to do so.
And ultimately, where will these dogs end up at? What will they accomplish after level 2 and beyond?
Well, some of the dogs will finish up with level 2 and they'll become therapy dogs. Some dogs will go on to level 3 where they become some emotional support animals, and some dogs will go all the way up to be service animals and actually serve a medical purpose. One of the dogs in the class today is actually going to be a diabetes dog. He's going to be able to smell when blood sugar's off. He's also going to be an anxiety dog. There's dogs in the class today who are looking to be therapy dogs and even emotional support animals. There's a whole array in the class that's going today.
Great. Well, let's load up and go. Can't wait.
All right. We'll see you there.
Yeah. It's important to realize that each one of these dogs has already passed their level 1 training and are CGC certified. They've passed the CGC test, which is the Canine Good Citizenship certification through the AKC. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here doing this level 2 training at the hospital. As they gather in the hallway near the hospital pharmacy, Jim has them go through a variety of different commands. And at one point, one of the pharmacy technicians comes out of the pharmacy with a cart, and you can see what happens as the cart passes through the group of dogs. A little bit later on, Jim wants to expose each of the pets and their handlers and owners with a ride on the elevator so that they can learn proper elevator etiquette and be able to, again, be exposed to a new environment, both entering the elevator, riding on the elevator, and exiting the elevator. It's also important to train each of the dogs on stairs, and so they run through some commands and some training while going upstairs as well as down a set of stairs in the hospital. Another thing that you encounter, of course, in a hospital environment is a number of wheelchairs. So Jim exposes them to a wheelchair to get their reaction. And again, just get them used to the environment so that they're not startled and that they don't act in an inappropriate way. Another test that Jim wanted to do with each of the dogs at the hospital is called a grooming test, where a stranger approaches the dogs. This time it's me being the stranger, since I was not involved in the direct training of the dogs up until now. And he asked me to approach the dogs and touch their ears as well as their paws to see what their reaction would be. And as you can see, each dog passed the test and behaved appropriately. Meanwhile, as luck would have it, another hospital employee stepped off the elevator without warning and had a series of carts to roll down the hallway right between the dogs, and you can watch their reaction. You can certainly tell that these dogs have already made it through level 1 and are on level 2 training. If you would like your pet to learn high-quality training that's AKC certified, from Jim Stats of All-American Canine Academy through Jagger's Doggy Daycare, you can contact us at Jagger's by calling 316-7021 or visit the training link on our website at jaggersdoggydaycare.com.